Team name, Peach State Media. Tagline, Finesse or be finessed. Client was the Georgia Interscholastic Cycling League. The Georgia Interscholastic Cycling League wanted us to learn more about the sport of mountain biking. Secondly, they wanted us to learn more about sports marketing from a new perspective. They also wanted us to put on a safe event and included us as shadows to help during the event. Lastly, they would like our feedback and participation in the social media advertisings to help push this sport.
We will now discuss sponsorships. First, we have Hill Foley, Rosier, and Associates, team of architects and engineers that provide services such as site and master planning, architecture, space planning, civil engineering, and structural engineering. They will be providing cases of water to keep the athlete hydrated. Every athlete needs to stay hydrated for prime performance. Next up, we have the Hilton, is a global brand of full-service hotels and resorts and the flagship brand of Hilton. The original company was founded by Conrad Hilton. There were more than 570 Hilton hotels and resort properties in 85 countries and territories across 6 continents. They will be providing snacks and beverages to keep the athletes hydrated as well. Next, we have Emory University Hospital is a 587-bed facility specializing in the care of the acutely ill adult. The hospital is located on the Emory University campus in Northeast Atlanta. More than 24,000 patients and 80,000 outpatients come to Emory University Hospital each year. They receive care from physicians of the Emory Clinic who also are faculty of the Emory University School of Medicine. Next up, we have Lost Mountain Commerce, LLC, is a locally owned business specializing in students' success in math and currently in this first year of business is looking at a marketing towards a high school and middle school audience. The CEO is donating money towards corporate sponsorship of the events.
Believe it or not, mountain biking is quickly becoming one of the fastest growing sports for middle school and high school aged athletes. Since 2014, GICL has over 1,300 athletes, 650 coaches, and over 55 teams. This year alone, in 2018, they have 850 student riders, 450 coaches, and 60 teams. With rapid growth to the sport, we believe that middle school and high school aged mountain bikers, their parents, their coaches, and mountain biking enthusiasts is an appropriate choice for GICL's target market. Mountain bike companies should be included in GICL's target market because when a mountain bike company sponsors their event, it helps establish credibility for the athletes, parents, and future riders.
Based on our research, student athletes, volunteers, event coordinators, and patrons of the Dosset race hosted by GICL have a utilitarian motive. We figured that our consumers base their decisions off social environment, psychological needs, and personal motives. Peach State Media understands we are marketing towards 2 separate markets. Number 1 are the participants, middle schoolers and high schoolers whom are going to be attracted towards the advertisements and social environment. Number 2 are the parents of the student athletes who will be attracted to the psychological needs, such as maintaining a positive mental attitude, teamwork, hard work, and many more life lessons. Peach State Media's slogan is finesse or be finessed, which is slang for get the job done, or have someone else do it for you. Essentially, we are saying that if we do not do the job to the best of our ability, business will be done with companies other than ours. This is why it is always essential to always give 100% effort.
Our creative deliverables were posted around the event. We also posted them on Facebook to show them, hey, we're having a mountain bike race in Jackson, Georgia, and it tells them where it's located, the time, who's hosting it, and it also shows images of mountain biking to grab the attention of mountain bikers that are interested in racing into the event.
One key aspect I learned throughout this experience was how easy it actually is to acquire a sponsor. I didn't think major companies would care enough to want to sponsor a random KSU students event. However, I was proven wrong. We each of our group members were able to acquire multiple sources of sponsorship.
I learned through this experience that patience is key, that you have to, wait for things to happen, and that's fine. It's just I don't like to wait for things. I like things to happen back to back to back. But to this event, we had to sit there for 3 hours and wait for a single rider to come to the finish line. But it has also taught me to be organized and make sure everything is precise and done correctly. So patience is key. Being organized has taught me great things. And planning, I didn't know how much planning went into this, so it's taught me that you have to be organized to be able to plan events just like the cycling event we hosted.
When I sit back and reflect on this project, I see how far we came as a group and individually. I know I have learned a lot during this project. Growing up, I used to mountain bike and race competitively. However, there were not any leagues I could compete in that was recognized by colleges. You receive scholarships from self-promotion and going to races and hoping that there was a college recruiter present. Looking at what GICL is doing for young mountain bikers today, it is something I wish I had growing up. It was cool to be on the other side of this event as well, because growing up, I never really understood how much time and effort it took to put on a mountain biking event like this.
For the NICA and Georgia Interscholastic Cycling League event, I fought around Derek Boyd, where he was acting as chief course marshal, which is the chief safety officer for the event, and we responded to medical calls and other incidents where kids were not coming off course, and there was a safety concern with that. The reason that's important for marketing is because if you have kids getting injured and not the right responses, people are not going to continue year and year after year. And so we will not have the growth with this new league that's been around 5 years, growing 20% per year without the safety and security that Derek Boyd offers with this.
I learned the media team is in charge of sponsorship, sound, and video during the duration of the event. Equipment must be set up at each checkpoint a day before, such as camera to capture the video and pictures of all racers. Also, we learned about how the drone provides critical moments during the event for marketing purposes.